The best one-pan meals for seniors living alone after 60. The secret of a good old age is simply an honorable pact with solitude. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. There is something quietly powerful about a person who, after all the years of giving to others, still chooses to show up for themselves every single day. If you are in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or beyond, and you are still here, still curious, still wanting to live well, this channel was made for you. Welcome to Golden Years Wisdom, where we believe that your best years are not behind you. They are unfolding right now, one gentle, nourishing day at a time. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment below. Tell us your name, your age, and what you are cooking for yourself tonight, because your story matters, and it will inspire someone else who needs it. The courage of cooking for one when caring for yourself becomes an act of love. There is a quiet bravery in cooking for yourself when the table once sat many. Margaret, a retired school teacher, admitted it took her 2 years after her husband passed before she stopped eating crackers for dinner. Not because she couldn't cook, but because cooking for one felt like a reminder of all she had lost. One evening, she made herself a warm egg scramble with spinach and tomatoes, and something shifted inside her. That small act of care told her heart, "You still matter." Perhaps you have felt that too, the tiredness, the why bother, the loneliness that sneaks into mealtimes. But here is the truth that thousands of seniors whisper to each other. Real food is not just fuel, it is a message you send to your own soul. Every warm, nourishing meal is proof that you are still worth caring for. And you absolutely are. The power in a single pan. How simplicity became the greatest kitchen wisdom. Nobody told us that one of the greatest gifts of growing older would be the freedom to simplify. 2 eggs, a handful of vegetables, a teaspoon of olive oil, and in less than 10 minutes, you have something soft, warm, and packed with protein and vitamins your body genuinely needs. The egg scramble is not a compromise. It is a triumph, a proof that nourishment does not require complexity, only a little intention and a willing pan. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts." And some mornings, that new strength begins with something as simple as cracking 2 eggs into a bowl and deciding, quietly, firmly, that today you will feed yourself well. Soft vegetables, gentle heat, slow stirring. Your body knows the difference between care and carelessness. Give it care. The tender meal that asks nothing of you. Why quick and nourishing are not opposites. There are evenings when the energy simply is not there. And that is not weakness. That is wisdom asking you to rest. On those nights, a small pan of shrimp and garlic is your quiet ally. 100 grams of shrimp, already peeled, cooked gently in olive oil with 2 cloves of garlic, done in under 10 minutes, and delivering 20 grams of protein, selenium for your immune system, and iodine for thyroid health that so many of us quietly overlook. The great poet Maya Angelou once said, "Nothing will work unless you do." But she also understood that doing does not always mean doing a lot. Sometimes doing means simply showing up, pan in hand, on a tired Tuesday evening and making yourself something warm. Garlic that smells like home, shrimp that melts softly. This is what caring for yourself looks like on the quiet days. Strength comes in small bites. The chicken skillet that puts the good back in. There is a meal that feels like a reliable old friend, one that never lets you down, never asks for too much, and always delivers something solid. Small pieces of chicken, tender zucchini and spinach, a splash of water to steam everything soft, and garlic added at the end, just to remind you that even the simplest cooking can smell magnificent. 25 grams of protein, vitamin A, potassium, iron, magnesium, all quietly working inside you long after the pan is washed. Winston Churchill, who lived well into his 90s, once said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Continuing for us sometimes means something as honest as putting a chicken skillet on the stove when every bone in your body wants to sit down. You do not need strength to cook this meal. You cook this meal to find your strength. That is the beautiful circle of it. The salmon that says, you still deserve good things. A gentle reminder that nourishment is never a luxury. Some meals carry a feeling with them. Not celebration, not occasion, just a quiet dignity. The lazy salmon skillet is that kind of meal. A fillet placed gently in a warm pan. Green beans cooking alongside until tender. A squeeze of lemon to brighten the whole dish. 25 grams of protein, omega-3 fatty acids for your heart and brain, vitamin K for your bones, fiber for your digestion. All of it soft enough to eat with ease. All of it saying the same thing. You still deserve good things. Mark Twain wrote, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." And sometimes getting started means buying a salmon fillet at the market and deciding, tonight I will make something that truly nourishes me. Flake it with your fork. Cook the beans a little longer if you need to. There are no rules here except kindness toward yourself. That lemon brightness, that is joy. It costs nothing and changes everything. The humble vegetables that heal quietly why. Cabbage and lentils are the unsung heroes of the golden table. They will never win a beauty contest. Lentils in a bowl, cabbage wilting in a pan, but they carry something extraordinary inside them. A ground turkey and cabbage stir, cooked slowly until the cabbage becomes almost meltingly soft and lightly sweet, gives you 25 grams of protein, B vitamins for your brain and energy, fiber to keep digestion moving, and vitamin K for your bones. A lentil stew with soft carrots and spinach delivers plant-based protein, iron, magnesium, and enough fiber to steady your blood sugar through the whole afternoon. Hippocrates said it first, and science has since agreed. Let food be thy medicine. These humble dishes ask nothing glamorous of you. No special techniques, no exotic ingredients, no long afternoons in the kitchen. Just patience, a warm pan, and the trust that what is simple is also what is good. Eat slowly. Let it warm you from the inside. That steadiness you feel afterward, that is the medicine working. The tin can and the tomato that changed everything, rediscovering the sardine, the most underrated meal for vibrant aging. There is a meal that generations of long-lived people have known about, a meal that doctors quietly admire and nutritionists never stop recommending. And it comes from a small tin. Sardines, warmed gently with soft tomatoes and garlic, finished with a squeeze of lemon, give you 22 grams of protein, omega-3 fatty acids for your heart, brain, and aching joints. And if the soft bones remain, a meaningful dose of calcium for the bones that carry you through every day. Albert Schweitzer, who worked as a physician into his 80s, once said, "In everyone's life, at some time, our inner fire goes out. It is then burst into flame by an encounter with another human being. Sometimes that encounter is simply the act of sitting quietly with a warm, deeply nourishing meal and feeling your body say, 'Thank you.' The sardine skillet does not look impressive, but your body feels the difference. And in the golden years, that is everything. One pan, one life, well lived, the final, most important ingredient. Yourself. Here is what every chapter of this video has quietly been saying. You do not need a restaurant, a complicated recipe, or someone else at the table to eat a meal worth having. A sweet potato hash with tender chicken. A beef and zucchini skillet seasoned simply with salt and garlic. A chicken and mushroom gravy that makes your kitchen smell like home. All of it made in one pan, in minutes, with love for the person who matters most in the room. You. Audrey Hepburn, who lived gracefully and gratefully, once said, "The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters." And happiness, in the golden years, sometimes begins in the smallest, warmest places. A pan on the stove, a meal made with care, a quiet evening spent honoring the body that has carried you through every decade of your extraordinary life. Keep going. Keep cooking. Keep showing up for yourself. One gentle, nourishing meal at a time. You have traveled through 8 chapters today, and every one of them carried the same heart, that you are worth caring for, worth nourishing, worth the 10 minutes it takes to make something warm and real. Whether you are 62 or 94, whether you live alone or with family, whether your energy is high or low today, you deserve a meal that loves you back. Now we want to hear from you. What is the one meal that makes you feel most like yourself? What is the dish that feels like home? Share it in the comments below, because your words will reach another senior sitting alone somewhere, wondering if it is still worth the effort. Tell them yes. Tell them your story. Encourage each other, because this community of golden hearts is stronger together than any of us are apart.